welcome to the stage our hosts, Naysha Lopez, Caramel DeVille, Batty Davis, and Batty Davis's brand new lips.
Oh my God.
Hola.
Y'all see where we get the shady cattiness from, right?
Bitch, y'all are so shady.
Hello, Roscoe's, make some noise.
What's up?
And hello, YouTube. Welcome to the Roscoe's Tavern viewing party of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 15.
Hello to YouTube over there. Hello. We're about to get this shindig started if y'all ready. Are y'all ready?
Yes.
All right, ladies, have a seat. And let's bring our first guest. Please give it up for Miss Anita Wigl'it. Yes.
Oh my gosh. Hi, everyone.
You got it.
They really.
We're just getting started,
like,
girlfriend.
What did Jordan Sparks say? One step at a time?
Okay.
Yeah. And please help us welcome the winner of Down Under Season 1, Kidamine.
Yes!
Welcome, Dees.
Yes. Welcome.
These girls got
Have a
some spring in their step, bitch. They were like, yes, welcome.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. How the fuck are ya?
Oh my gosh.
What do they say, Kia ora, queens?
Oh,
Kia ora,
yes.
What does that actually mean when someone says Kia ora?
Kia ora is hello in Māori, which is the indigenous people of New Zealand.
Thank you for the lesson. Yes, well, Kia ora and welcome, divas.
Thank
And before we get
you.
started, Roscoe's, we want to say Happy Trans Day of Visibility.
Yes.
Amen.
Please support, love, and stick up for your trans brothers and sisters, not just today, but every day, all right?
Yes. Keywords being every day.
365.
Yes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, YouTube, if you have not pushed subscribe, go ahead and push that subscribe button. And everyone in the audience, we do have gorgeous servers working around, working the room. So if you would like to order some food, cocktails, you're more than welcome to do so. If not, we're ready to start this shindig, I think, yeah?
Yeah.
We're totally ready. Have you ladies been watching?
We have.
Yes.
We have.
Yeah, we have.
Anita, you hesitated a little bit.
She said, what are we
Did
watching?
hesitate.
I'm like Pinocchio. Every time I tell a lie, my nose gets bigger.
She's been telling a lot of lies.
Let me just say, I love Drag Race.
Well, it's been an amazing season. It's been really, really good. I think, yes, this is it. All right, let's go ahead.
Here we go.
So, we just heard there's a top 3.
Top 4, but it will
No,
be going down.
Right,
to
what
the
I'm
top
saying
3.
is that it's going to be a top 3.
Yes, ma'am.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what she said.
Did she just feel like she wanted to correct me, the bitch? I just feel
Yes.
like she just felt like it.
We just started, bitch.
We just started right now. Already, bitches trying to correct me. I would have corrected that beard. No, I'm just kidding.
She's talking about her beard, y'all. Not
There's only
Anyway.
one beard visible here, and it's not mine. No, but listen.
You guys are just as shady as these top 4.
We have guests here. Stop
Yes.
it. Okay, so Anita, I have a feeling that you have maybe dipped in and watched some of it. Yes? Have you been
Yes.
watching? Are you team anyone yet so far?
Oh God. Well, Sasha Colby. Everyone seems to be team
Sasha. So you're
right?
just jumping on that bandwagon.
Everyone
Basically
except for
go
her.
for the popular choice. Yes. I always say if you haven't got your own opinions, just follow everyone else. So, and it's worked so well for me so far.
What about Kidamine? Have you chosen any teams?
Well, I'm always pro. I don't like when people get bullied, and I feel like there was a lot of bullying, so I'm team Ross Matthews after Selena's attack.
Bitch.
No,
For those of
they're
you
all
at
good.
home, that means drink.
Okay, so this season, I mean, it's kind of been a. Do you guys feel like there was a lot of drama this season? And I ask everyone, you guys have included. I want to know, do you guys think there was a lot of drama this season? I don't. For me personally, I don't think there was. Was there?
they
What do
just-
you think?
They
What do you-
finally just started to show it, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah. I think this was a really good, friendly, positive type of season. What do you ladies think?
I think. I mean, it's hard to know, right? I mean, it's uncanny that they're doing blame it on the edit because there's a lot of talk this season, especially amongst the girls, that it's been highly edited, and the way we see the relationships aren't necessarily how they actually were. So it's hard to know. I mean, it does feel a little bit spicy. Which I love. You know, that's why we love the show. Come on. We're all
Totally.
messy bitches that live for
Totally.
drama. Come on. Yeah, but it does. But, you know, I think it's the perfect balance, I think. Yeah.
I think it's probably quite nice to have a season that's not full of drama.
Boring.
Like our one. We had a few issues.
Well, okay.
Did you see the
Brings
winner?
me to that. Brings
Yes.
me to that. With your seasons, would you say that your drama was underplayed or overplayed?
Oh, accurately portrayed.
Accurately. Yeah, I thought it was pretty true to form. It's funny because around the world, people are like, whoa, you Down Under queens are so shady and horrible to each other. But we for the most part, we were having a good time. We talk like that to each other. She's my best friend, and I tell her she's a fugly slut all the time. Because she is.
Being honest as well, I know. No, I think we had a fun season, but yeah, I think the drama was pretty much as it was, right? I felt the worst thing was that Simone coming back, let's be real, but let's move on from that obvious point.
There's some sweet tea about that, which
Yes.
I don't know if we can actually talk about.
You can talk about anything.
Listen,
you
I
want.
told you.
But is there anybody
Listen,
from
here
World
at
of
Roscoe's,
Wonder?
you're able to speak. I'm speaking on behalf of RuPaul's Drag Race. And you can say whatever you'd like.
Please
Please,
spill the
Batty,
tea.
jump on board, bitch. Jump
I'll
on
let
board.
you say it so I won't get in trouble.
Well, there's theories. So, like, Aunt Simone, one of the queens, came back, and the world was asking, like, why? It was never really explained
was the
on the show.
reason?
Yeah, but there was a reason. There was a reason.
Yeah, we saw.
Right.
She
No.
gave RuPaul a blowjob.
Well, what was
What's
the reason?
Something happened behind the scenes.
Okay.
And let's just say they couldn't put the season to air without, like, correcting a certain something. And then, because favors had to be made, queens came back on the season. That's my opinion. Look, I have to be vague.
For
Yeah.
me, I think it was my opinion. Art Simone is one of the highest Instagram followers of Australia and New Zealand. And I think that people were probably like, we want Art to come back because we feel, the producers were probably like, we want her to come back because you'll have fans. And
Yeah,
and you
but
know-
we did that this season with Sugar and Spice, and they were, they didn't make it as far as I think a lot of people thought that they were going to.
Yeah, that's a good topic. I want to come back to that when we...
Uh-oh.
All right.
Okay, can we take it back to the last
Yes.
question while you jot
Yes.
down your little notes?
So we were talking about basically sometimes production might make a decision or something that maybe they regret or they want to go back on. And I was gonna say, I think it's happened a couple of times especially when they bring girls back. In my particular experience, it happened. It was a really bad lip sync, and it was very like they sat there and like we just sent this Continental girl home, and then we got this lip sync.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like, and this is what we got, and they didn't. I actually went home. I went all the way home, and they called. And they're like, "If we bring you back, would you?" Like,
Wait, where were you? Like at the
I
airport?
I was at home. I made it all the way home.
Back
I
here
made
to
it,
Chicago.
I made it all the way home. I got home, and they're like, "Well, we don't know for sure yet, but we'll let you know." And they hung up. 2 seconds later, they call back. They're like, "Yes, we're bringing you back for sure." I didn't unpack. I hadn't unpacked or anything. And I just, okay, I'm leaving again. But then I actually switched some things. I was like, oh, let me change this and that.
Good job, Eve.
I didn't
Good
bring this.
job.
And then I started switching some shit around. I'm like, I'm going to leave this here. And, did kind of that kind of gig. But
Shady
yes,
bitch.
I feel like sometimes, and I think in this case, they sent someone with such a huge following. And it was the first season, right? It was
Yeah.
the first
Yeah.
season. And I feel like they couldn't afford to make that mistake and lose that type of following because this is something they wanted to do. And I'm glad they did. Would you guys agree with that?
oh, I think
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I mean, the producers made some terrible mistakes. I mean, they sent me home.
Yes.
You better
let
let
them
them.
have
That
it.
is what I want to hear.
And then they crowned Keita. And it was like, to be fair, she was the best of a bad situation. But you know it's true, Chicago. Sorry, I forgot the question.
I think you answered it. Kidamine, would you agree with that? You think sometimes it's just like,
Yeah, I think they they definitely wanted to capitalize on her following, and she's a great drag artist. So for sure, I mean, it made for great television, and I love Art Simone. I love all of the girls we got to compete with. They don't love me just because I kicked their ass.
Well, we know that you love her, but she did say recently, I forgot the interview, that her and Coco had to lip sync 4 times before she actually got sent home, and then they still brought her back. Do y'all agree that she should have been brought back, or no, she should have stayed home?
So, I have to be careful what I say here. I have to be careful what I say. When the elimination happened, there was only one lip sync.
Work.
There was a situation that happened that they weren't, that they needed to essentially do the lip sync.
I feel we should do a
multiple
thing.
more times.
If WoW lawyers are out there, now is the time to start recording and listen.
Yeah. Right.
Love.
Wow.
Love that.
Have we ever had this happen before with a challenge like this?
We've had this challenge before.
Yeah, no, where they have to learn it and then record it.
Last season, they did it right away.
Did they?
Yeah. It was like choreography right into the video.
I mean, this is where I get in trouble and then I get emails, but...
They still have your email?
Well, sometimes it'll make it seem like they did not rehearse, but they also do not want to set anybody up for failure. They don't want everyone to look a fool on television at this point. Yeah, you want a top 4, you want a top 3. So you'll rehearse a little bit, and then on camera, 1 or 2 rehearsal. You get what I'm saying? So that could have been the case. We weren't there. We don't know, but. I don't know either. I'm not saying that that's what happened.
We'll just blame it on the edit.
But yeah.
Akita, Anita, now we love girl groups. You each got to do a girl group for the Queens Down Under track. What would you say is more important, the choreography, the verse, or a little bit of both?
Oh, well, I mean, both Anita and I had fucking awesome verses. So, I love spitting rhymes and I love writing lyrics. So, like, that's more. I'm not a dancing queen. I mean, I barely wobble. Well, so yeah, but definitely, it's all of it. It's a little bit of all of it for sure. And and then the edit as well.
What did you favor more though over the 2?
Definitely writing the lyrics for sure. Yeah.
And Anita, how about for you, Diva?
Oh, well, I may look beautiful, but I'm not very graceful. So I think writing the lyrics for me was the most fun and putting on my spin. But I think it's half and half, isn't it, really? Because but it's hard. And then they're like, oh, you don't want to disappear in the crowd, so you have to shine in your solo. But did somebody just ask me to recite my verse from Queens Down Under?
I think, yeah, that person at the front bar just said it.
Yeah, somebody just said it. Say it.
What was it? Oh, yeah, okay. They call me Wigl'it or Jiggle it or Tickle it. Open up my thighs, sick and sad, and you may see my dick. Don't call me and my dry ass pussy is 7 grand. I'm known for my comedy, my beats, and my melody. I'm tough as nails, pay my bells, charge for the felony. Toto, hip, hip, boop, boop, tiara. Oh, what's the next one? Watch my walk, see my smile, I'm Haran Sahara. Yeah! Thank you! Yeah! I would do the Canada versus the world, but nobody, including Brooklyn, like that one. So.
Stop it.
Stop it.
So I love that. So you guys got to do the girl group thing, the writing of the lyrics, all of that. What would you say from the entire season, Snatch Game included, was your favorite thing out of the entire season? Oh wait, we're gonna come back to that because 5 seconds we're gonna go back. But I want to know what you had most fun doing, what you loved the most with your entire season.
Where were we at right before? Their favorite moment from their season?
Yes, I want to know what was your favorite moment from your season.
So Snatch Game I did quite well in.
So good.
Crown it.
So good.
In one of the seasons. I think Snatch Game, but Snatch Game is so stressful because, like, in real drag world, at least down under, we don't do celebrity impersonation ever, let alone try and sound and look like the one. So that was so stressful, but a lot of fun. And then my least favorite has to be a costume making challenge because, I mean, look, we have this thing down under called a credit card. And so if we want to buy a nice outfit, we just buy one. So that was definitely the low points when I've been eliminated twice for making a shitty costume. True, I know, and they weren't that bad.
My favorite part of the whole experience was when people got eliminated. Yes, I kind of wish I got to experience it for myself.
All winners is right around the corner, girl.
We don't want to see her on the screen again.
Yeah, no, honestly, my favorite part of Drag Race, it happens so quickly when you're in it, and it's kind of a shame that you don't actually really get to take it in and kind of appreciate it. Well, that was my experience because it's such a blur. But my coolest memory was sitting on the end of the bed in the hotel room before we had even got to the workroom for the first time, and it's sort of like stupid o'clock in the morning, and I'm painted like a deranged clown. With big foam pigtails on, kind of anticipating and not knowing what was about to happen. But that's probably my favorite memory of the whole experience.
Are you telling me you had time to sit in your bed and not steam your entrance outfit?
Yes, that's exactly it.
Jade.
Now, how was it for you guys? Because did you think you were gonna film in Australia? Because you guys had to go to New Zealand, is that correct? So how did they break that to you guys?
Well, it was commissioned by Warner Brothers New Zealand, so it was always supposed to be filmed in New Zealand. And New Zealand kind of it was during COVID times. So New Zealand kind of was slightly in a better position in that regard, because our Prime Minister sort of like shut down the country and we sort of like managed to kind of control it for a little while there. So yeah, there was a few factors that kind of like kept it happen that way. You know, Maxie Shield, she's so fabulous, and she always says, I love her so much. And she says, you know, like, it was kind of fair because, like, the Australian girls had to, like, catch airplanes and quarantine for, like, 10 days straight. But the New Zealand girls also had it hard because we had to catch an Uber to the set.
The wait times, yeah, surcharge.
The set is literally like a 10-minute drive from my house. It's so close. Yeah.
That's cool.
So I just had to walk home after I got eliminated. It was fabulous.
You're stupid for that.
I love that.
What? This is for both of you. What was the hardest part of filming this show?
My penis. I don't know, not being able to like order fast food. There's a fun story actually. When they did quarantine, the girl, I got told the story, Coco Jumbo, they got given like a week's worth of food to put in the fridge. And after the first day, Coco said to one of the girls, when do we get tomorrow's food?
If there was anything in particular, like the most hard thing.
Well, I mean, you both have, you know, you own a drag bar. Tell us about this.
Oh, yeah. So it's a little place called Kalutzi in Auckland, and it's celebrating 27 years this year. And it's crazy.
I love that.
Yes.
I love that.
So that's when we really started working together professionally, is when we took it over together as business partners.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's quite rich that you still think we work professionally.
We pay others to do it for us.
And to piggyback off that, Roscoe's is turning 36 years.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
We're celebrating this weekend 36 years, so that's cool.
All right,
too.
here's the runway.
So really quick before we jump right back into this. So, you know, the weather's really bad outside. I don't know if you guys know, and we're getting really bad wind. It should hit, I think, did you say 100 miles per hour?
Yeah.
So
I just got the alert.
So
on my watch.
we just got the alert now. So there is a possibility that we may lose power. So just letting you all know, if we lose power, do not freak out. Just take advantage. Don't freak out. Take advantage of the situation. Touch the person next to you inappropriately.
No, don't do that, Naysha.
I'm kidding.
Everybody
I'm
turn your
kidding.
lights on your phone for your safety.
I'm kidding. Only do it if you know them. No. No, listen, guys. So if the power does go out, don't freak out. We're all in this together. I mean, where else do you want to be but Roscoe's with a bunch of beautiful drag queens? Hello. Welcome to Chicago, by the way.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love the wind. Best blowjobs in the city. It's fabulous. Also, to be fair, if the lights went off, Keita would look much better. So.
Yeah, anyone would have think the lights were already off with the makeup she painted.
This is what I came for.
This is what I live for.
This is the shade that was happening upstairs while we were getting ready.
That's what I live for. Okay, So let's just talk about this music video we just saw.
Can we talk about the runway first?
Okay, yeah, let's do the runway first. Yes. Runways, everyone was pretty true to their aesthetic, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Let's start with Anitra. Anitra was lovely. I thought. What did you guys think about Anitra?
I think Anitra was the best out of all of them. It was beautiful. It was sort of like if this wig was done properly, it would have.
Says the sad aging clown.
You're not aging.
No, I thought Anita's hair was beautiful. I wanted to eat it. You know when you want to eat someone's hair? I don't know. Maybe.
No, I don't.
That was maybe we just do that in New Zealand.
Yeah. I saw you picking pubes out of your teeth this morning.
Well, when in Chicago, you got to try the circumcised penis.
You know the most gorgeous thing about that was that she made it.
Right.
I always love that. Because that is a talent I do not have.
Batty was smart. She clocked it. She was
beautiful.
like, it's a two-piece. She's ready to lip sync
Yes,
if she has
all
to.
three, Lux, Sasha, and Anitra had a two-piece, and Mistress is a one-piece.
Got
So
it.
they're ready to lip sync, bitch. Okay, moving on.
So then let's move on to Lux. How do we like Lux's?
It's
Did you guys like Lux?
Beautiful shape, quite simple.
It was simple but elegant.
but beautiful.
And I think it was just what made it elevated was it was all white. There wasn't a stain of makeup anywhere. But comparatively to the other three, Lux was fourth for
And
me.
I don't know if y'all clocked this or not, but what they kept showing of Lux was the same thing over and over again. I think she might have had difficulty walking with it because they kept showing the same part
same reel.
over and over again, and the close up. So I think she could have had difficulty walking with it. But I think you're right. The white was really what was supposed to be so grand about it. But you have to think the stage is silver, girl. White don't stand out on silver.
We learned that from Marsha.
Yeah. Mistress. What do we think about Mistress? Oh, we're back in 5 seconds, but Mistress, yay or nay?
Yay.
Yay.
She didn't
Yay.
beat a fringe.
Sasha Kobe, yay or nay?
Hell yeah.
Yay.
You get a car, and you get a car. You get a Maytag washer and dryer.
Where were we at before we went to the show?
Sasha and someone else. Mistresses,
yes, we did.
Runways.
Yeah, so we enjoyed Mistress, her runway. Yes, did you guys like that one?
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
how the spots with the beads.
The beating, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Intricate.
yes.
Oh.
I'm one of a kind. You'll never see anything like
Yeah.
that. Amazing.
That is insane.
One thing I will say though, I think on stage, like sequin and beading is so beautiful, and like that's an example of an outfit that is amazing and looks beautiful. But on stage is where that outfit would really shine. On TV, you really don't get the same sparkle.
No.
And you see it on Drag Race a lot, like you see all the rhinestones and the sequins and the beads, but like it doesn't translate on television screens as well as it would like on a live stage with stage lights. Yeah.
I felt that with Sasha's as well. Like, we know what that material looks like. That was shining. I feel like if Drag Race had a spotlight at the end of the runway,
Well, you know what it is. It's actually.
No, I don't. Tell me. I've
it's,
never been there.
It's the camera going in and out of focus, is what it is. So, no, really, did you know this or no?
No,
Are you laughing at me?
No, it was good. It was both real.
This bitch. No, so when there's too much bling and it hits it, the camera is continuously trying to focus. So it goes in and out of focus. And in that happening, they have to kind of, you see the lights in the background, the lights are back here and over there. And so it takes away focus from the camera having to put in that extra work.
They need to have
Yeah.
somebody tapping it. On my iPhone, I tap it, it stays in focus, bitch. I get the video right. You know what I mean? Am I right?
Yeah.
We should not be having autocorrect or autofocus things with this show. What?
Well, speaking of videos, who did y'all think did the best out of the video challenge?
Oh, Sasha.
Sasha, hands down, Sasha.
There was an overall just shift in the audience when
Yes.
Sasha came on stage.
Although Lux singing was amazing.
Really
She's
good,
got
yeah.
a great voice.
And then what about a Mistress or Anitra for y'all on the video? Thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, it's
Oh, bitch!
They were there.
we all had a bit of a chuckle when we saw Mistress sort of starfishing, floating in space.
Was
And that's
production
funny.
shady for
and
that?
then, well, and then they're talking about complimenting her on, not being the butt of the joke. When you are a big girl, I mean, I was about 400 pounds my entire life, so I know all about that, and it's very easy to be like self-deprecating and all of that, and it's fucking cool that she doesn't do that. But then they kind of edit that in and then give it that critique, which is, I don't know, just something that I noted.
How did we feel about the critiques? I felt like Mistress got a lot going on.
Yeah, Mistress seemed to get the negative stuff, right? And Rue was like, "You're amazing, you're fantastic," and then it was Mistress. She's like, "You're okay." I feel like, Mistress definitely got the that end of those critiques.
Yeah, I think Mistress's critiques as well were kind of like, "You've got great costumes and you're a drag queen." They were sort of very generic, a lot of them, which I think there's more things they could have complimented her on because she's fucking fierce.
I want to say I love when we get to this point of the season and it's all like, we all love each other and you're amazing, and where it's like, oh, you've done drag for your whole life, you suck, get out. Which happened to me, but let's move on from that. Twice, actually.
So let's. So
You're not going to let us forget that twice, are you?
Yeah, I love it.
You did win Miss Congeniality. Let's not forget
True.
that.
You did. You
Okay,
did.
let's not forget
Which-
that.
You
Which-
won Miss Congeniality twice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right, which is really, I should have won the acting maxi challenge because I'm actually a real bitch. So it's fabulous.
So after the video and the runway, we do have to. They're gonna nail it down to top 3. So if there's one person that you would eliminate from these 3,
You going there?
who would it be?
Can we just do 2?
No, we're gonna go
the
straight to.
lip-sync?
No, let's just.
gonna
Who would you
eliminate
eliminate out of this group?
Oh, God, I hate this.
Ross Matthews. On the
Ross
judge.
Matthews.
That is first. Send him home first. Correct.
Oh, God, just a loaded question. I would.
Okay, where you're saved by the.
Oh, thank God. I didn't want any content for the internet.
Many-
All I'm thinking right now is it's so windy outside, and if the power goes out, I'm going to be so fucking
I'm
mad.
be pissed.
I'm going to be so pissed.
She's like, fuck our safety. I need to see who's in this top 3. I love it. Okay, so back to what we were talking about. Who do we think is going? All right, fine. Let's pick
Switch.
2. We'll
Yep,
pick 2.
we gotta pick
We'll
2.
pick a bottom 2. Who would you put in the bottom 2 to lip sync against each other?
Based just on tonight or overall the whole season?
Well, before you guys answer, they did go all the way back. They kind of reviewed everything. So why don't we take that into consideration? Let's review their entire season, their little catalog.
So you're just looking for one then?
So no, 2. No, we'll do 2. Two bottom ones. Who do you think? Or 2 top ones? Whatever you want.
I'll kick it off. Given
Okay.
track record only, Mistress has the least wins. And I feel like they gave her a little bit of a struggle edit this episode. So she's definitely going to be in the bottom. The other one, I genuinely don't know. But if we stick with track record, Lux has 2 wins. So it would have to be Lux and Mistress for me.
Okay, so you're going the fair route. Very
Oh, yeah,
fair.
girl.
Track record.
This show is not
the
fair.
way it goes. Okay.
So we know that.
Anita? What are you thinking?
Well, I think they all should be winners. No. Apart from. I think maybe I would agree with Mistress, putting Mistress in the bottom. And, well, my process of elimination is I really enjoyed Lux's verse and the singing and nailing the dance moves. And I really enjoyed Sasha's performance too. I think she's wonderful. So that leaves
Anitra
Anitra.
and Mistress in the bottom.
in the bottom.
Okay, interesting.
For me, it's a no-brainer. There's a clear bottom, and it's Sasha Colby. And that's my answer.
I think.
Batty, Naysha, what do y'all think?
I think Mistress and Anitra. And I just say that because the lip sync, Anitra's going to slay her down, and that's what Anitra has been known for this season, kind of like our very good friend in the audience, Silky Nutmeg Ganache.
Yeah.
Being a lip sync assassin. So I feel like that's what they may give us. How about you, Nene?
So I think about it like a pageant, right? So I think consistency, and Mistress has Mistress been in the bottom at all?
No.
She's never been in the bottom, right? So that's like kind of consistent. Lux has been in the bottom.
Once.
Anitra has been in the bottom.
Twice.
And Sasha Colby has not. So if we're talking about track record and consistency, it actually would be Sasha Colby, and Mistress would be your top two.
Okay.
However, I think at this point, I would make all four hoes lip sync.
Yes, bitch!
And from that point, I would choose my top two and those two, my top three, and because right now everyone is so good. Do you know what I mean? Wasn't everyone really good? Like,
No. There isn't a clear just person who needs to go.
no, there isn't.
You can validate anyone winning out of these top four right here.
So absolutely.
I would say, so who do y'all think will definitely make it out of what we have here, divas?
I think it's clear that Sasha.
Sasha, for sure.
Sasha's through.
I think Sasha's through.
Definitely.
And I mean, just the nod and the respect that this young drag queen had for RuPaul to come onto her show and show her that, bitch, I can do you better than you. Yeah. I think Lux is in the top as well. Like, she's just had such a wonderful run.
Totally. And you know what? I do love, as the season has progressed, because at first everyone's like, Lux, oh, she's so cocky. She's so cocky. And, something that we kind of learned and we got from her family, telling her, you can do whatever you want to do. You are great. You are amazing. And it's so funny because we call it cocky, right? But what if it was the other way around and she's saying, oh, I suck.
She wouldn't be there.
It doesn't make sense, right? Would you prefer she was that way? You know what I mean?
Welcome back,
See,
Queen.
the girls didn't even think there was enough drama this
Right?
season.
I was gonna say, Naysha, you made a good point. Like,
Yeah.
literally, their only thing was Lucy's inner saboteur that they just perpetuated the whole season.
Well,
You
we
really
s-
kept it going.
And we saw it every single week, didn't we?
Every single week.
It was
Poor
best
girl.
friend race this year.
You know what it is too, and we've talked about it amongst the girls, and you can tell me if you agree with this or not. But the girls that now get cast are very aware and very cautious about how they act and what they say, because the fandom will come and be super shady, and they forget that without these comments and these, like, for example, let's just talk about Mistress, right? Mistress says a lot of shady shit. And then you guys want to call her a bully. It's not a bully, baby. You enjoyed it. You enjoyed it the whole motherfucking season. So don't come here and call her a bully now when all she was doing was giving you good
Entertainment.
TV.
Mhm.
Right. And
You
that's
get
all
what I'm
she
saying?
was doing was giving TV.
And that's all she was doing.
Yeah, and it's funny because you see it a lot in the fandom as well. People are kind of like, oh, bully and pointing fingers, but a lot of the time these people are getting satisfaction out of calling people out. So they're not kind of doing it to be like justice warriors. They're doing it to have fun themselves. So it's kind of this really fucked up thing. It's under the guise of being good people, but it's actually everyone's just fucking enjoying the drama. So, if we can realize that, then it's like, it's all just fucking entertainment at the end of the day.
Totally. And remember, we call it, RuPaul's Drag Race, a competition. It is a TV show before it is a competition. It's a fucking TV show, and it's here to entertain us. You know what I mean? And I think they do a really good job of it, yeah?
So I have a question, totally unrelated. Our first experience or introduction to an Australian drag queen was probably Courtney Axe. What is like her? I guess what am I trying to say? Yeah, is she the RuPaul of Australia, like she said on her season, or where does she rank for you in that world?
Yeah, Courtney Act in Australia, not so much in New Zealand. I mean, she's definitely known amongst the gays in New Zealand, but Courtney Act in Australia is a household name. And she's so fabulous, and she's got such a sweet heart, and she's such a professional, and everyone knows who she is for sure.
So
It's very
why do you
Sasha
think,
Colby.
Yeah, so why do you think RuPaul didn't ask her to host Down Under?
Because they dangled the coins in front of RuPaul. So,
Oh, well, yes!
Yes, wiggle right on
I
up.
fucking live for that.
I love you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
you always know when Anita's entering the room because you can smell her 2 minutes beforehand.
You can also see my nose 2 minutes before I get into the room.
I want to ask you ladies this. I know in here in America, our fandom is very cutthroat. And this season, particularly, there have been some queens that have had to go through and kind of do some maintenance after an episode aired to not necessarily tell the story, but to basically save the grace of their sisters so that way they weren't put through some extra bullshit by fans. Do you guys have that down there? Or did you experience it?
Well, I mean, there was a little bit of that in Down Under and on our season, but Anita and I were both very, very lucky. Like, we were very kind of loved and celebrated with the fandom, and we didn't really
I mean,
have...
y'all weren't problematic like the rest of the cast, so good job for you.
There's that.
Right, yeah, for sure. You know,
It's problematic in other
and
ways.
so, yeah, it's all, like, relative, right? So in comparison, they were like, whoa, they're saints. But we are nasty hoes, honestly.
I fucking love it, bitch. Absolutely. So I was just curious about that because, like I said, some of these... Oh, we're back.
We are back to Untucked. All right, for Untucked, I want to take this opportunity to say thank you to everyone at YouTube that watches. Of course, our studio audience. You like the way I said that, studio? Love y'all. Love you guys. But special shout out to everyone that watches on YouTube. We have lots of special people that watch and comment. And I want to kick this off with Leonardo and Luigi. They watch us every single week from Belgium. And it's actually Luigi's birthday. So happy birthday, Luigi.
Happy birthday! Oh, I should have bought him something to blow on.
We have another happy birthday. We have a longtime watcher. Her name is Marsha in Seattle. Happy birthday.
We have a lot of viewers in Puerto Rico, and we want to say hello to Giovanni. Thank you for continuing to watch and support, babe.
And it's Stevie's birthday here, too. Happy birthday, Stevie.
Hey, Stevie.
And then we have special shout out to I don't know if I'm saying this
Fiammi?
right. Fiammi is
Yeah,
what I
that
was going to
sounds
say.
good.
Fiammi in Buenos Aires, Argentina. Hola.
This is good. Shout out to Joanne and Dror, who watch us every week. Happy 35th birthday to you, Dror.
We want to give a big shout out to Jose and Manuel in Spain who watch us over dinner every week. Aw, thank you.
And let's keep those birthday wishes, not witches. How
Yes,
about
witches.
Bitch, my accent be coming out sometimes. Birthday wishes to James in Canada. Happy birthday, James.
Hello to Thomas in Singapore. Thank you so much for watching us, Thomas.
And then a big shout out to Joey and Shubble in Lebanon.
And the last birthday of the evening, Marcel, all the way in Malaysia.
Baby doll
Happy
fox.
birthday! Thank
Happy
you guys so
birthday.
much for watching and commenting. Continue to leave those comments. We absolutely love and adore it. And continue to watch.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, there's one more. There's someone that watches us every week.
Yeah.
And they're big Twitter. They talk about us all the time.
Yeah.
Good things on Twitter. I want to say hello to Cetera Side from the UK. Yes,
Word.
baby.
Hi, and thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Okay, so we're Untucked, and they're going through the season. It's been a good season.
Oh, yeah.
Did you guys have any highlights that you wanted to share that you saw from this particular season?
Well, Anita didn't watch it,
No,
so...
I really loved this episode. Was definitely the highlight.
highlight of the season
this
for you.
episode.
You know, I have to say, I love when they start out with a talent show because they really, you can see the caliber of what, you know, they're working with mentally. I think we saw Irene. God damn it, we're back.
We're back.
Okay, I just want to pick that conversation I was having back up. So I was talking about the talent show being my favorite because they get to showcase. And I was saying, unfortunately, like Irene, she's very, very talented. The talent was just the wrong talent. So hopefully, you know, some of these girls get the chance to come back and do All-Stars and slay and do all the thing if they want to. But what have been highlights for you gals?
I agree, first of all, that putting a talent show at the beginning is a fabulous idea. I think they should do it more often. I do feel bad for Irene because, like, we've seen, like, you know, she's very talented. But I think you know, and sometimes you have to wonder if part of the, you know, the journey is for her to go into All Stars and kind of do something fabulous. Gosh, you know, I smoked too much weed to remember much of the season.
And also, the first half of the season was only 15 minutes, so yeah, we don't remember much of that.
Very true.
Well, how about for you, Naysha? Favorite part from the season or a moment that stood out to you?
I like everybody else. I think it was the lip sync between Marsha and Anitra was, well, what was so good about it too was that everyone expected Anitra to just slay Marsha, and it didn't go that way. It was so good, and if there was one thing that I would have changed this entire season is that they both should have stayed.
Yes,
very that.
It's the only thing. That was an actual. I have seen two people stay because one person is better on the show, and one person won the lip sync, and they keep both of them. And that was the time that they were both so good, and both deserve to stay. That's the only thing, but yeah.
But if they kept her production, it wouldn't have went with their plan because Marsha would have ate the Rusical up too. So they knew what they were doing.
And then Lucy wouldn't have been able to stay.
Anytime that one of the girls disrupts a narrative, I am all for it. I live. Okay, so what about you? Did you have a favorite moment?
Ooh.
Come on, Drag Race Library.
I think no.
She really does.
They
know
pointed
everything.
it out. Anitra, she could have took the easy out and just kicked Spice off, but she decided to be a noble lip syncer and said, "Hey, I can beat someone at my level, and let me show you how." So
That was good.
Her picking Jax over Spice, that was a good moment for me.
And who was the one that picked Spice? That was like Lucy? It was
Malaysia.
Lucy.
Anitra.
Was it?
Yeah, Malaysia.
All right, give it up for your season 15 cast for a great season, yeah?
Yeah.
It's a good one. I actually think right now they're filming the reunion as we speak right now. Yeah, so the reunion's going on right now.
And then
Just
tomorrow
and tomorrow's the finale.
Tomorrow's
is when
the
the girls
finale.
film the finale. Yes.
Huh?
Finale.
No,
then reunion?
filming. They're actually filming. No, because the winner does you're saying that at the finale, the winner's already chosen?
No, I thought they filmed the reunion
Right
before
now,
the finale.
right now, the real thing. No, backwards, baby, because they're filming the finale right now, today.
No, the reunion.
Finale's
today.
tomorrow. They're filming the finale.
The finale,
tomorrow.
right. But I'm
Finale's on the
saying,
first.
right, the finale's Saturday, and then today is the reunion, is what I'm saying. They're filming the reunion today. Yeah.
Well, we are filming live here at
Yeah,
Roscoe's.
okay.
Did you guys have fun tonight? We're not done.
No.
We're gonna open this up to a Q&A for you guys. And yeah, I want to start this Q&A off before we go. So I was watching. I am a big television junkie, and I love the challenge. And they are kind of. I feel like every show nowadays is wrapped around how Drag Race is ran. It's the shadiest show in America. So I feel like they really did that. So. What are some Australian phrases that you can translate for us Americans? For example, I heard carry on like a pork chop, meaning acting in a foolish way. Have you heard that before?
That sounds delicious.
Oh, that's
but
new.
I love pork chops.
Yeah,
So-
and I laughed because pork chop, pork chop Parker. So just like Drag Race, I was like, they're stealing all of our shit. But anything to translate for us, or what?
Oh, yeah.
you know?
In the drag world, down under, we say chukkers before we go on stage. So,
Say it one more time.
Chukkers. Chukkers. CHOOKAS.
Yeah.
It's like spelling bee. And so if you go on stage, you'll be like, chukkers for a good show. It means good luck for your show. Like break a lash.
Like break a lash, yeah. Like chukkers.
So chukkers.
Yeah.
Okay, what does the term "I'm not here to fuck spiders" mean?
Oh.
I'm not here to fuck around.
Oh,
Kinda-
you mean business?
Yeah, yeah.
Got it.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because you know how big spiders are down there, bitch?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't educate.
They're very accommodating.
They're huge. Aren't they large? Aren't they large?
Yeah.
They are very large.
Like
so
a-
many legs to choose from. Which ones do you put
Sticky
them up?
web.
Sorry. I'm not well.
Well, we want to hear about more and more about you. I'm sure the audience does. So we're going to do a little Q&A right now. So we'll take questions from the audience if we have them. Do we have any questions from the audience?
Yeah, just raise your hands. We'll
Just
make
raise
our way
your hand,
around.
and Karima will be making her way over.
You know what it is. Stand up, babe. What's your name and who is your question for?
Hi, I'm Steph. This is like kind of a silly question, but RuPaul has had some really random collabs in the last year. She had a Cheez-Its collab and just recently a Build-A-Bear collab. So I would love to hear what, if you were to do like a really random collab, not like a makeup, I feel like they're awesome and I buy them all, but it, like, you know, a lot of queens have them. So what random one would you pick?
Oh.
That's a good and very strange question. But I like it. You go first so I can have time to think.
Okay, well, I don't know. Maybe like toenail polish, but like only for your toes.
I like that. What about sausages that double as sexual implements? So like maybe you can use them and eat them.
For sure.
I think I would love to be the spokesperson for that. It's
And
environmental.
What if you used it and then while you were using it, someone ate it?
Now it's camp.
This just took a turn for the worst.
But I don't know if like RuPaul would go.
If
for
it
that.
paid, you probably would. But I have done some weird thing. What's the weirdest? Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Is this how it works?
Yeah, you can do that.
What's the weirdest collab you've done?
The weirdest collab I've done? I did a thing for like what would you call them here? Like cheese chips, like
Cheetos?
Cheetos, like kind of like Cheetos, and they wanted me to like
Selena did
do
that
something
too.
on social media with them, and I was like, how about I like crush it up and use it as makeup, and that was kind of fun and delicious.
The Coco Bon
Yeah.
Trees. Yes.
I got
come
an
through.
infection.
Our next question's right over here, divas. Before that, Anita, someone was asking, what's your PayPal or Venmo?
My PayPal or Venmo?
Yes.
Oh God, I don't have Venmo. We don't have Venmo.
You do have PayPal.
I have PayPal.
Info at ketamine.com.
Actually, oh my gosh, do you want to know something really outrageous? My PayPal is my government name email. So for everyone on YouTube, it is nickhall36@gmail.com.
All right over here is our next question. Please stand up. Your name and who's your question for?
Hi, my name's Evan. My question's for everybody. In honor of Mistress Isabel Brooks, what era is everybody in?
Oh.
Would you like underwear or a fan? Your choice.
Oh.
I am in my trans era, bitch.
Okay. I know that's right.
I'm living my full truth and full fantasy finally.
But listen, you're always in that era, so don't
I
let.
just really feel it because I got my lips done. So.
There we go. There we go. That's what we were getting at. That's what
Thank
she's
you.
in her cosmetic surgery filler era gig.
And this is just
Like,
the beginning.
It's all about here.
Naysha, you diva.
I am. No, what are you? I got to think about this one. What era you guys have?
Evan, I am actually currently in my blowies in the bathroom era. Just saying.
You don't have to translate that one for us. We know what that means.
We know what that means.
DSL, bitch.
I guess that means I have to be your videographer era. Era.
I know what era you're in, but I'm not
What
going to
is
say
it?
it. No, I can't.
Circumcised era. Honestly, America, it's so interesting.
Oh,
it's just
tell
wow.
me. You told me last night. Educate them. Go ahead.
I love what you've done with the place. It's just, wow. It's just like, you really just say no to skin down there, and I appreciate that.
No skin, no hair, bitch.
Keep the skin away.
You know,
Yes.
last week there was a whole...
We had like a whole
We had a
segment.
whole segment about uncut
Base.
cock.
Uncut, yes. And every uncut person in the audience was so uncomfortable. It was, you could just tell who it was.
They
It was-
shriveled
they
back
were
into
like-
their hoodies, bitch.
It was hilarious.
Batty!
Oh my God, I
that
just
was
realized
clever.
what I
That was
did.
clever, bitch. Good
Do we
job.
have any uncut people in the audience tonight?
Look, mad as hell.
It's a safe space.
Thank you for being
Prove
so
it.
courageous.
We are going to need you to prove it.
Prove
sir.
it.
Stop. No.
Yes. No,
It's
in the
gone from-
bathroom. We'll be
Yeah.
doing blowies.
It's gone from YouTube to Pornhub.
Oh my. Caramel, what era are you in?
I'm in 2. Right now I'm in my tax paying era. Y'all have 13 more days before the IRS finds you. Please get in that era. And I'm also in my question asking era right over here for this person.
No. We didn't get Naysha's era, bitch.
Yeah.
Okay, I am in my if you
Lopez era. Bitch.
no, because I've been wearing pants every week. I am in my going to the gym, getting ready for Mr. Continental era.
Okay.
I am going to compete this year, and there's a few Drag Race girls competing. Are you competing this year?
Silky's also competing this year.
Competing. We have Silky competing in Plus. Honey Davenport
Yup, she just got her
is
ticket.
competing in regular, and I'll be competing in Mister. So there'll be 3 Drag Race girls competing that we know of, because there's so many prelims stuff or whatnot.
I thought
but
you hated my beard.
that's-
Look at
that's-
you, man.
I'm only jealous because I can't grow one.
That's a lie. I saw it during COVID.
It's only a goatee, bitch. I wish.
But no, bringing
All right,
it
let's
back.
go.
Our question right over here, babe. What's your name and who's your question for?
My name is Gabriel, and I was a question for everyone actually. If there was someone you would swap out from the top 4 from the queens that got eliminated, who would it be?
Ooh.
Okay, that's
I
shady.
would take out. I would take out.
Careful what you say, sister.
No. I would take out Anitra and Sasha Colby and put the Spice Twins.
The Spice Twins.
Sugar and spice, bitch.
Clearly, that's a joke. No. I actually wouldn't. I think it was a great season. There's nobody that I would swap out. Lucy did an amazing job this season. She really played the game really well. She's someone that I would consider, but I can't see myself taking anybody out
Bury
to
that.
put her in. That's my issue. What about you, ladies?
Mine's a semi-obscure answer. I would swap out Michelle Visage for Santino Rice.
Correct.
Most people would do that with Ross, especially Selena. So, wow.
Keto, what about you, Diva?
I agree. I wouldn't swap anybody out because all of them deserve to be there.
Earned it.
I would put someone in. I'd do a wild card and I'd put Anita back in. Into the American season just so I could see you lose Down Under, Canada vs. the World, and USA.
A worldwide triumph.
Hey, you won 30,000 New Zealand dollars. You've got nothing to be happy about.
What does that transfer to over here?
Oh, a very lucrative 15,000 US dollars.
Wow.
It's better than the UK,
Poor
to be
thing.
fair.
I would say probably Irene. She gave great confessional and reads in the first episode, and then what she's been doing on Instagram, the looks were sickening. So seeing her in the top 5 would be totally validating. But our next question's right over here.
I would keep it the same, thank you.
My bad. Y'all put me on the questions, and I'm ready to go, bitch.
Yeah, you're working tonight, bitch. She's getting her check. She
All
paid
right.
her taxes.
Today. Our next question's right over here. What's your name and who's it for, Diva?
Yes, my name is Jessica, and I guess it's for everybody. If you had to switch out one of our fabulous main judges, the fashion icon Carson Kressley, or the hilarious Ross Matthews, who would you replace one of them with?
I think you answered that for yourself.
You did.
Right? We would totally get rid of Carson and Ross.
No.
Yes. I would get rid of both of them. I would like to see more representation. Listen, I love that T.S. Madison is now on there. Do I want to see her, regularly? Absolutely. Ross and Carson, they're great. By the way, next week we have Carson here as a guest.
Uh-huh. My girl.
And I will gladly tell him to his face, bitch. He in my house next week. No. I would say I love T.S. Madison on there. I think that is great to have her on there. What about you guys?
Yeah, I personally enjoy both of those fucking faggots.
Selena, is that you?
To be fair, I'm only saying that in hopes that I can too call and speak to Ross Matthews on the phone. But no, I think you're right. T.S. Madison, I think I think she's very qualified to be a judge, and she's very fair, and I feel like she would be funny, fair, but also if she had to cut a bitch down, she would. So I think she would be the perfect judge, and she should be there full time.
Is Jerry Springer still alive? Jerry Springer?
Stop it.
Oh,
Was he ever alive?
He is.
oh, Judge Judy.
Ah.
Baloney!
Either one of those will be. Or
This
maybe,
runway's baloney.
Or maybe Oprah. Yes.
You know what? You know what would be really cool to see is, which is probably an unpopular opinion, and wouldn't this be groundbreaking? What if you have actual other drag
Race
queens?
girls. That's exactly what I was gonna say.
I mean, listen. I will take any constructive criticism from someone that does what I do. It's different for you to sit there and you don't do what I do. You don't get on stage. You don't lip sync. You don't go to the fittings. You don't design your costumes. You don't know how to comb a wig. But you're going to tell me how to do it? Or you're going to tell me that I'm wrong? Or that I should have done this and that? Listen, I'll take that criticism from a Bianca Del Rio.
I almost thought you said Beyonce. I was about to say stop.
Okay, I was about to get up and go out the door into the tornado and end up in Kansas. Bitch. But let me ask you this. Yes. Would you be okay truly getting criticism from another Drag Race girl?
Yeah, you have to think of the source, like who it's coming from. Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
I mean,
I don't. I'm gonna say this.
No, don't say it.
I'm gonna say it. Okay, for example, y'all gonna hate me. No, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not
Yeah, don't say it.
Say it.
No, stop, guys. Okay, look. If there is a drag queen judging us, right? She has to have the resume, the credentials, right? We can't have a Serena Cha-Cha judging a Bianca Del... Are you gonna tell me Serena Cha-Cha can judge Sasha Colby?
Yeah, she was on the show. Sure, that's what you're saying.
No, yes, but no, girl. Like you get what I'm saying?
In defense,
I get what you're saying. My piggyback off of this is they have been on the show for years.
You're
a
right.
decade
No, you're
now,
right.
You know?
You're absolutely
so
right.
maybe in the first few years, maybe you guys were like, "What the fuck is he doing there?" Or but I feel like they've learned to learn what we do, and I feel like everything that comes out of these two individuals' mouth is very honest because there is a lot of backlash that could come from people like you all that don't do drag that just watch it. So I feel there's kind of there's a little gap there.
And you're right because unlike some people, Serena has experienced this and knows exactly what it is to be under that pressure and
go home.
You're a comedian, you.
But no, I think I could speak for most drag entertainers. It's a little hard to hear the criticism from someone who hasn't walked in your heels yet.
Absolutely.
But then you get that one girl up there that is qualified that pulls the badge. Then what?
What do you mean?
Because they pull the badge. There's always, there sabotage. And there was a pageant just recently where the score sheets were posted and there was one judge clearly that was not on the same level of judging as everybody else.
Oh, wait, but also you have to and this is too much into scores, but you also have to think about this in scores. It's not so much the score, but it's if I'm scoring this person low and he's in last place because of me, but in that category, we all scored him in last place. It doesn't matter whether mine was 5 points difference from yours. The consistent part is that we're all scoring him in last place. And that's where they're not discussing about that scores.
Correct.
Everyone was scoring somebody, that same person, low in the same place. It just so happened that this person was scoring 5.6, 7 point difference when everybody else was like one or two.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But still, they were giving the same person the same placement.
Love that.
All right, that's too much pageantry.
Yeah.
Next question,
pageantry
please.
comes to
Speaking
scores.
of points, our next person has a point to make over here. What's your question and your name, babe?
Hello, my name. Oh, sorry. Hello, my name is Mark. I'm from Houston, Texas. Longtime viewer, first-time caller.
Welcome.
Hello. I just want to ask anyone really, but especially the queens who have filmed on the show, how did y'all let loose, like when you weren't filming?
Oh.
These two are still loose.
I was gonna say masturbating without porn.
I think every season
I
did that.
I'm so sorry to take you there, but it really let you loose.
Is it while we were filming how we let loose?
No.
No?
What? No, while we were not like when we were in our hotel. Do you mean? Chilling. Oh well, we had TV. Oh, we had in Canada. We got those USB drives of movies. That was fun. Yes, I watched.
You also got given your laptop with internet access.
I did not. That was why Art Simone got kicked out. Okay.
I didn't sign an NDA for Canada vs. the World.
It's like, I think it's so stressful and so full on, you just kind of do whatever you want to, right? So you just, but you don't have your phone, so it's just kind of, for me, it was watching movies and having a bath. What was yours?
Well, I mean, when we film, I've only done one season because I won, but but they were really strict with Down Under. Like, they were really strict. They even disconnected the internet from the hotel TV, so we couldn't use the remote control to Google.
There was that one guy that let us have dinner together, but he got fired.
And he wanted to fuck all of us, and he was only successful with one.
Was that Art?
Who was that?
Art fucked him?
Oh, no, it was me.
Okay, yes.
He fucked me, and then he got herpes, so he was fucked too.
Now, Anita, I have a question for you.
Just war off the duck's back. Jesus.
So bad. Yes.
You were the first Australian girl to get invited back for another season. Congrats on that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It didn't go very well.
What was the pressure between getting ready for your initial season and then coming back for an international all-star?
Yeah, such a good question. So, for my original season, Down Under Season 1, I had so much fun and I just really enjoyed it, and I kind of felt like I was on top of everything and just enjoyed myself. And then, obviously, that was a Ru season, and then for Canada vs. the World, that's a Brooklyn Heights season. And so it's just a completely different style of judging, so I felt the pressure of being the first from Down Under was so strong. And I think that ultimately didn't help, because not only was I trying to be myself, but also with Brooklyn, who has a different judging style, and I should have just enjoyed myself a bit more in that one. But I had a good time. I got to meet Silky, and that was fun.
We know the versus the world are a little bit shorter. Would you go back and do a traditional all-star season as well, though, Diva?
I would love to. And I think, now I know not to do Adele in Snatch Game, and I should be fine.
And you'll make it.
Speaking of shorter, I want to talk about the runways, because I feel like the runway here in America is a little longer than it is
You could
down.
fly a plane off the American one.
Okay, so that is true, yeah?
It is.
Yeah, so like in the USA, it's filmed like on a sound stage, right? So in New Zealand, it's literally filmed in a room probably about this size. It's slightly bigger, 1.5 times. But it is tiny. Yeah,
It's in a shed.
in a shed basically. Yeah.
So everything was a bit. The workroom in Down Under was probably the size of this room. What probably? It was very small. Whereas Canada was like 4 times the size of this room.
And for you, Anita, was the runway a lot longer on Canada than it was in...
Much longer.
Okay.
Yeah. And just like I think this is like the budgets as well of the shows. Like in Canada, we had these amazing, huge, like, I think they were old airplane hangars. So they were huge. We had so much room, whereas in New Zealand, everything was really cramped. And like a green room was like a cupboard, basically. Like the size of the stage maybe, but there were 8 of us inside.
Thank you, Divas. Roscoe, did you enjoy yourselves this evening?
Don't forget to stick around, because all of us will be performing tonight starting at 10:30. I'm very excited to see this high drag camp y'all about to give us.
It's going to be a great show. And I want to remind you all that next week we have Jujubee, Detox, and Carson Kressley.
All right. The reunion.
It's going
guest
to
next
be
week.
a lovely, lovely time next week. But this week, I want you to make noise for these 2 beautiful, talented guests that we have.
Oh, stop it. She points to us.
Yeah, Naysha always calls us the local girls, so thank you so much for recognizing good talent. Make some noise for Ketamine!
And keep it going for Anita Wigl'it.
I don't know if you guys noticed, I let you guys say their names because like 2 weeks ago we had Lux here and I was saying, Lux, London, Nor. And then I'd be like, London, Nor, Lux. And I just kept fucking her name backwards all the entire fucking night. So now I don't even risk it anymore. I'm like, give it up for them. There you go. So ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your host this evening. My name is Naysha Lopez.
Yes.
My name is Batty Davis.
I'm your bearded bestie, Caramel DeVille.
Thank you guys so much for joining us here at Roscoe's. Again, you do not have to go anywhere. Keep drinking and having a good time. The show starts at 10:30. YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already done so. All right, have a good night.
Thank you.
Ciao, babes.